Assalamualaikum, sir. Before we start the presentation, I will introduce my team member first. Okay, this is my team members. Shafika, Shahira, Safira, Sandra, and me, Shafira. I will start the presentation first. I will start about the structure. Structure have three types. First, simple. Second, compounds. And third, complex. I will start the simple sentence first. A simple sentence has one independent clause that has a subject, it has a verb, and it is a complete thought. For the example, Grace opened the door. Grace is a subject. Open is a verb. Sometimes, simple sentence can also have a compound verb. For the example, the boy smiled and nodded. Smile and nodded is a compound verb. Simple sentence also have a compound subject. For the example, the table and chairs need to be clean. The table and chairs is a compound subject. Okay, I will give another example. The scared children ran away from the spooky house. Even though this sentence longer, but it's still a simple sentence because it has one subject and one verb.
My name is Shaira and I will continue with compound sentence. Compound sentence combination of two or more independent clauses joined together by a coordinating conjunction. Subject plus verb. Example, Suza is tall and Zainab is short. Coordinating conjunction and independent clauses. Suza is tall and Zainab is short. Complex sentence made up of independent clause and a dependent clause. Dependent clause are not complete thoughts, but independent clause is a complete thought. Example of complex sentence. Because it was so hot, Naina went to the swimming pool. Dependent clause, because it was so hot. Independent clause, Naina went to the swimming pool.
So, hi and assalamualaikum. My name is Shafika binti Mustafa. Today I'm going to present about compound and complex. So, compound and complex is a combination of compound and complex sentences. Compound and complex have two independent clauses and one dependent clauses. For example, although I like to go camping, I haven't had the time to go lately and I haven't found anyone to go with. So the independent clauses is I haven't had the time to go lately and I haven't found anyone to go with. So the dependent clauses is although I like to go camping. So the dependent clauses can be at the beginning, middle, or end of a compound and complex sentences. No matter where it is placed, the punctuation follows the rules for both compound sentences and complex sentences. That means you need to put a comma before the coordinating conjunction and, if applicable, another comma after the dependent clauses when it occurs at the beginning of the sentence.
What is a relative clauses? We use relative clauses to join two English sentences or to give more information about something. There are two types of relative clauses. The first one is defining relative clauses. Defining relative clauses are to define or identify the person or thing. They use composed or relative pronouns or verb and optional other elements such as the subject or object of the verb. For example, children who hate chocolate are uncommon. The reason why I came here today is not important. Example of relative pronouns. The pronouns who, whom, and which are often replaced by that. The dish that I ordered was delicious. The man that came with her has already left. The doctor that I was hoping to see today wasn't on duty. In this example, for example 1 to 3, we can see that which, whom, and whom are all replaced by that. The second one is non-defining relative clauses. Non-defining relative clauses give more extra information about something. That information not really important or not necessarily required to understand the sentence. For example, I like to watch Korean drama which have some handsome actor. In defining relative clauses, the word that is doesn't use to refer a thing, so it was replaced with which. Same go with who. Example clauses come after the subject. The first one is my sister is the only one who lives in its country. My brother who I live with knows a lot of game. Example of clauses comes after the subject. Last week I bought a new smartphone, which I don't like. I really love the new Korean drama, which aired last night.
Okay, I'm Nur Safira binti Nur Hisam. So I will continue to present a noun clause. Okay, so what is a noun clause? A noun clause is dependent clause that takes the place of any noun in the sentence, whether they are subjects, objects, or subject complements. Okay, so the example for a noun clause, she was sad by what she had read. In the sentence above, the noun clause what she had read is being used as an object of the preposition by. This is only one example, as there are many different ways that noun clause can be used. Okay, so let's review the next section to learn every possible way that a noun clause can function in a sentence. Okay, five functions of noun clause. First, subject, next direct object, indirect object, object of preposition, and the last one subject complement. Okay, first is subject. Noun clause can function as subject of sentence. Okay, for the example, why my pet turtle stares at me all day is beyond me. In the sentence above, the underlined noun clause acts as a single subject of the independent clause. Okay, second, direct object. Noun clause can also function as direct object of the verb in the independent clause. Okay, for the example, when my dog goes to doggy daycare, I do not know what he does, but he always has the best time. In the sentence above, the noun clause what he does is acting as the direct object of the verb know. Okay, third, indirect object. Noun clause can also act as indirect object of the verb in the independent clause. Okay, for the example, She chose to photograph whomever was willing to pose for her. In the sentence above, the direct object of the verb choose in the infinitive phase to photograph. Just like a noun clause, this infinitive phrase is acting like the noun direct object. Therefore, the noun clause whomever was willing to pose for her is the indirect object of the same verb. Okay, fourth, object of the preposition. Other times, noun clause can act as the object of a preposition in the independent clause. Okay, for the example, I like to keep a schedule of when I have upcoming appointment. In the sentence above, the noun clause when I have upcoming appointment is acting as the object of the preposition of. Okay, fifth, subject complement. Noun clause can act as subject complements or noun that follow a linking verb. For example, actor can become whomever they want to be on the stage. Okay, the noun clause whomever they want to be is the subject complement of the linking verb become. Okay, so I will continue to present topic, sentence, and thesis statement. Topic, sentence, and thesis statements are a sentence that writers use to focus their idea and express the main point of their writing. Okay, a strong set of topic sentence will work together to support a thesis. Okay, first, thesis statement. Okay, thesis statement will help to let the reader know what the purpose or main idea of an essay is. Okay, also the outline, how you will support the main idea, and thesis statement also can use a path statement to refer to supporting points you will be using. Okay, a path statement is like a sneak peek at your main supporting ideas. Okay, so topic sentence helps to let the reader know what points you will focus on in a paragraph. Okay, it can be used to focus on one topic at a time in a paragraph and also connect your paragraph to your thesis. Okay, in the topic sentence, do not use path statement. Once you have a clear topic sentence for your paragraph, each of the sentence should be clearly related in some way to your topic sentence. Okay, so that's all. Thank you.
Move on to the next topic, that is opinion essay. An opinion essay tells what the writer thinks or feels about a topic. When writing an opinion essay, choose a topic about which you have strong feelings and give reason why to support the topic. An opinion essay exists to prove the main points of the topic chosen. These are the examples of the opinion essay. The first one is start with introduction. That is to paraphrase the questions and start with thesis statement with 2 reasons for your own opinion. The next paragraph start with the main body 1. First, write the first reason why you agree or disagree by writing a topic sentence. Explain in detail using a supporting sentence and give an example to support your opinion. The same goes with main body 2. The last one is conclusions. Summarize your main points briefly and restate your opinions on the topic.
I will continue about compare and contrast. Compare is a showing the similarities. Contrast is a showing the difference. Two methods of organizing. First, log method. Second, point by point method. What is block method? Block method is a describe the similarities in one paragraph and describe the difference in different paragraph. The block method is used to compare and contrast two subjects one at a time. Point by point method. What is point by point method? Point by point method is to identify several key points or dimensions about which to consider the two subjects and describe the similarities and difference about each point together in separate paragraph. The point by point method is used to compare and contrast two subjects by focusing on specific points at one time.
So I will continue skimming and scanning. Skimming and scanning are reading techniques that use rapid eye movement and keywords to move quickly through text for slightly different purpose. Skimming. What is skimming? Skimming is reading rapidly in order to get a general overview of the material. Skimming can tell you enough about the general idea and tone of the material. So scanning is reading rapidly in order to find specific facts. Scanning will help you locate a particular fact. The goal of scanning is to locate and swoop down on particular facts.
My name is Shaira and I will continue with how to make an inference. Make inference based on sound reasoning. Use background knowledge to make connections and personalize the reading. Ask internal questions while reading. Make predictions and confirm or discard them as we continue reading. Try to recognize the author's purpose and message. Make inference using what is within our ears. Next, it says, I say, and so. It's a reading strategy that requires to consider questions linked to textual material. Find information in the text that responds to the question. Interpret the text using inference skills. Combine the information from the text and their own thinking to create an answer. For example, question, why did the wicked witch hate Sleeping Beauty? It says, the mirror said Sleeping Beauty was the fairest in the land. I say, women can get really jealous of one another, especially when looks are involved. And so, the witch's jealousy drove her to homicidal rage. Continue with homophones. Homophones have the same sound but different meaning, and they are often spelled differently. For example, consider the word fate and fete. Fate is an inevitable outcome, but a fete is a festival or party. Homophones may or may not be spelled the same because the definition is really about the sound. Other example of homophones: met, met, do, to. Next, homographs. Homographs have the same spelling but different meanings and usually different pronunciation. For example, consider the words tear and tear. Tear can mean drops of water from the eyes. On the other hand, it can mean to rip paper into pieces. Either way, the spelling is the same but not the meaning or the sound. Other examples of homographs: bow, to bend at the waist, bow, a piece of archery equipment. Entrance, to hold one's attention. Entrance, a doorway. Next, homonyms. Homonyms have characteristics of both homophones and homographs. As mentioned, they are words that are spelled alike like homograph and sound alike like homophones. Homonyms are a special case and they are best thought of as the center portion of a Venn diagram that shows the overlap between homophones in one half and homograph in the other. Other examples of homonyms: bear, an animal, bear, to win, stand or hold up, can, a metal container, can, able to. Thank you.